Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is going to be the beginning of a traveling vlog. We are traveling from the Sacramento Valley up to Humboldt County to have a little quick getaway. Yeah, you excited? Yeah. I miss the cats already. We're simps for our cats. But it'll be fun. It'll be nice to go to a place where it's in the 50s and not heading toward the 80s. So yeah. I will be interspersing this video with this video with footage of our vacation. We went to a botanical garden, which was absolutely lovely. Oh, there's a slug. We also went to a zoo, which I believe is the oldest zoo in California.
Yeah,
is that what it said?
So, yeah.
Yeah, so the oldest zoo in California, 1907. Okay, that's pretty cool. And it was really cute. We got to see some red pandas and otters. fun, kind of relaxing time not being in our house, like always. I will say we did travel safely. It was just the two of us. We do live together. We wore masks anytime we were not in our car or in our hotel room. And it actually seemed like the shops and area here were taking things a lot more seriously than they do back where we live. Like, you had to sanitize your hands every single store we went into. One store even took our temperature, which is crazy. Like, well, it's not crazy. It's a good thing. But we've never had that happen at stores where we live during this whole pandemic. So it just kind of seems like in Humboldt County, or at least in Arcata and Eureka, they're taking things a lot more seriously, which I really appreciate. But anyways, this is a little bit of a book haul moment and some craft haul, mostly so you can kind of see what is going to be coming up on the channel. Yeah, let's get into it. The first little bookstore we stopped at is a used bookstore called Booklegger, and that is in Eureka. That one it's really cute, it has that cramped used bookstore feeling to it, and it was just really cute. And while I was there, I got a comic called Moonstruck, which follows a girl and her girlfriend as they go on a first date, and all hell breaks loose in this kind of magical world where fantasy creatures exist, and looks like maybe they are fantasy creatures as well, and they have to deal with things from there. It looks really cute and sapphic, so I picked this up because I need more cute things. The other two I got, they are new, but they are the second and third book in the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. I've been wanting to read this, and now that I have all three, I can just binge read it. I didn't get anything else there at the Booklegger. Seemed like they had a little bit less inventory than usual, which was sad, but it was still fun. It was still nice to go walk around in an actually used bookstore, see things again, browse. It's great. The other bookstore in Eureka, which was the one I had been wanting to get footage of because it's just beautiful and bright and open and airy, and it's actually a historic bookstore in a historic building. It was closed for in-person shopping, which was sad, very disappointing. But I understand. But it's silly because it was the one with the most space. It would have been the easiest to do social distancing in. But alas, so unfortunately I didn't get to go to all the ones I went to. But the second place that we went is in Arcata. It's a little store called Tin Can Mailman, and it is also a used bookstore, though they do have some new items. And there I managed to find the second and third in the Ancillary Justice series by Annie Leckie. I have the first one. I've been wanting to read these two. I've heard good things. It's a sci-fi series following this ancillary who is like a part of a ship, like a human ship combination. It's interesting. I don't entirely know how that works, but it seemed like a very interesting sci-fi series. I've been a little bit more into sci-fi lately, and I've been wanting to read them. So now, again, that I have all three in the trilogy, I can just go ahead and binge read it. The other book that I got there is A Closed and Common Orbit by Becky Chambers. This is either the second or third in the Wayfarer series by her. And again, I started reading that one right before we left on vacation. So now that I have this, I can continue to go through with the series, though I think this is the third. Correct me if I'm wrong. But if it is, I'll still have to get the second. Anyways, it was really cool to find it used, though. I was really, really happy to find a Becky Chambers book used. And the third bookstore that we went to is a completely new bookstore. It's not new to the area, but all the books there are new. And that is Northtown Books. And there I got the first 2 volumes of Saga, which is a sci-fi fantasy comic series that follows 2 people that are from opposing sides of a war in this like galactic warfare situation who fall in love and have to find a safe space to have and raise their child. And it looks really cute. I've heard really good things about it. The artwork's beautiful, and I'm excited to read these. The last book-ish store that we went to is not a bookstore at all, but it was a comic store called North Coast Roleplaying. It has a bunch of games like Dungeons and Dragons, all that type of stuff, and it has a ton of comics. So I picked up 4 different comics there. The first one is called Man-Eaters, which is... it sounds really good, and it looks like it's a mostly female writing and production crew, but it is apparently a world where this mutation of a toxin has gotten into people, and people who menstruate, when they menstruate, become wild, crazy, feral cat people, and sounds like they might eat men. And it just sounds really fun and funny. The guy there said this one was really, really good, and I think he said it was funny too. But anyways, the art looks cute, and I kind of want to read about cat people who, you know, fight back against men in the patriarchy while they're menstruating. I mean, that just sounds kind of fun. Like, it just sounds like a good time to me. The second one is Deadly Class, which is apparently a sci-fi original series now, but it follows a boy who meets this girl who takes him to this academy or school where the children of criminal families, like organized crime. There's the word. Organized crime families send their children to train to become assassins and basically be able to hold their own in the organized crime world. And the art style looks really cool. You can't really tell from this redone cover, but it looks really cool, and it just seemed pretty interesting, so I picked this one up. The third one I got is called Paper Girls. I've been seeing this one around, and it just seemed really interesting, but it follows 4 12-year-old girls in the day after Halloween as some stuff goes down along their paper routes or something like that, and they have to team up together. It seems kind of fantasy-esque and almost like a coming-of-age story, but the artwork looks beautiful, and I keep seeing this like everywhere I go that has comics, so I finally picked it up. And the last one is called Inkblot, and this is about a magician who has to undo her greatest mistake, essentially, which was creating this cat that can travel through time and space and different realities, and who won't listen to anyone or anything as a typical cat would, and she has to unmake it. And it just seemed funny, and I love cats, and the artwork is beautiful, and I also love witches, so I mean, good time. Last book I ended up picking up at a local co-op, and it is Entangled Life, on how mushroom and fungi kind of change our mind, shape the world around us, and it just seemed really interesting. It is a nonfiction, and I don't read a lot of nonfiction, but it just seemed like fun and interesting and fungy. Fungy instead of funky. I'm so fucking funny. Laugh. So this was the last book that I picked up. That's the end of the book part of the haul, but I did go to other places while we were here. One of those being a plant store called Sequoia, where I got this really, really beautiful pot with like a, what would you call this finish? Pearlized, iridescent, oily finish on it. Gorgeous. Comes with a wood stand, a cute little variegated money plant, and the icing on the cake is a little tiny baby philodendron Birkin. I've been wanting one of these for a while, and she had little babies, so I said I'm gonna try that. So I did. The only other haul-like thing I could really talk about is the fabric stores that we went to. We went to one called Eureka Fabrics, where we got a pattern. They call it a safari belt, but it's essentially one of those things with all the cool pockets and stuff on it that you can make out of denim and canvas, and that seems fun. And this beautiful green linen. I work in food service now. I switched over from the plant nursery industry to food service, and we have little aprons at work, but they're kind of communal aprons, and especially with the panini going on, I decided I wanted to make my own. So I picked up this just lovely green linen that I'm gonna double fold and make into an apron, and might do another little sewing vlog on if that goes well. So you'll have to let me know down below what you want to see in the future, and we'll upload it. And then we went to a spot called Fabric Temptations in Arcata, which I think is probably my favorite fabric and sewing store that I've been to, like, ever so far, where my husband got a Romanian shirt pattern, which is really cute. They have a bunch of, like, they call them folkwear, but it's like historical or cultural inspired clothing patterns, which is super neat. And we picked up this pattern. They're called Aranite pants, but they just look kind of fun and cozy and loose and comfy. Other than that, we picked up things like a bunch of needles because they had high quality like hand sewing needles there. And unfortunately where we live, there's just like big box fabric stores like Joann and Michael's, and they don't really have very good high quality hand sewing needles. It's just the Dritz items. So we spent quite a bit stocking up on needles and other little fabric notions. And then one of the first places we actually went to on our way into vacation is a gem and mineral museum. I hope to get footage of that, and I will insert it here when I do. There I managed to pick up a couple things. I will do a show of that when we get home and I can unwrap and lay out everything, but I got some great, like, incredibly good deals on some crystal gem items and I got a fossilized coral, which is really cool. Really excited about those. I plan to use those like in Instagram picture displays and just for decoration around my house because they're beautiful. But I was really excited about that, and I'll insert a little video of all of that laid out and being beautiful. So we did not go back to the gem and mineral store. We decided hello, Tiki. We decided that we missed the cats too much, and they missed us too. So we just went straight home, and essentially I got this really cool abalone shell. I don't have a wooden stand for it. Raw red tiger's eye, rose quartz, sodalite, aventurine. This is fossilized coral, some fluorite, a shark tooth, serpentine, and this really cool stand. Hi, Tiki Bear. This really cool stand of black tourmaline in quartz and another little quartz that Beaky is blocking. Say hi, Tiki. That is it for this little vlog. Please let me know if you liked this video. I know this is mostly kind of a video for me and my husband to look back on some of the footage that we took. But if you liked it, go ahead and leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. And if we go on vacation again in the future, we'll maybe do another one. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.